Hello, it's the Coaster Craze, and today I'll be reviewing one of my favorite coasters I've ever ridden. I'm talking about Nitro, the B&M Hypercoaster at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. So let's get right into my review with my first category, statistics. So for this category, I'm going to be awarding Nitro a 4.5 out of 5. No, they're not the largest stats, as it's not even the largest in the park because, well, the biggest coaster in the world is at the park, King the Ka, but the stats are insanely huge. 80 miles per hour, 215-foot drop, really long. It's over a mile long. Like, it's a massive coaster, and it has superb stats. Theming and scenery is up next, and Nitro has literally the least theming I've ever seen on a roller coaster. What the hell is Nitro? But it has some pretty nice scenery. It's not like amazing or anything, but it goes out into like this forest, as you can see, and it's surrounded by a lake, so it's kind of nice. So I'll give it a point there. So 1 out of 5 in total for this category. But overall, there's literally no theming whatsoever and only slight nice scenery. Restraints and smoothness is a category Nitro excels at, so that's why I'll be giving it a 4.5 out of 5. It makes sense. It's a B&M hypercoaster, so it's pretty much butter smooth, except for the slightest bit of rattle on like the first couple airtime hills, like at the bottom of them. But it really doesn't detract from the ride much. It doesn't give you a headache or anything. It's just the slightest bit rattly. And then restraints wise, it has something like probably my favorite restraints, the B&M clamshells, which just allow tons of movement. They're great lap bars. You get lots of airtime on them, and you just really feel free on your body. My next category is layout, which is extremely important, and I think Nitro is superb again at this one, so I'll be giving it a perfect 5 out of 5. So it starts with this magnificent, super steep drop, 68 degrees, 215 feet, goes up into this crazy, awesome, twisted airtime hill that gives you this awesome sideways airtime. You go into another airtime hill, an awesome horseshoe element. You go into some more airtime, then this really intense upward helix. Then you get the mid-course brake run, which doesn't detract too much from the ride. It's not too much of a stop. And then you go into 3 awesome bunny hops. They give a lot of floater and injector air. So overall, there's 6 to 7 airtime hills on this that all supply so much floater air. I think it's probably the most floater air I've ever gotten on a coaster. It has a magnificent drop, a great helix, a great horseshoe. So overall, there's a ton of awesome elements packed into a really long ride. Intensity is my final category before I reveal Nitro's overall score. And intensity, I'm giving Nitro a 4 out of 5. So it's not spectacular at it, even though it's massive and is super fast, which does add a lot of intensity. That first drop is really a kicker, and you get tons of just that stomach up, negative G feeling, especially if you're in the back. You get some great airtime, but the only really, really intense moment is that upward helix, which you can almost gray out on. One time I did gray out on it. So that's the only really intense moment, so I can't give it a super high score for intensity, but it still does pretty well. So now it's time for my final score out of 10. What will I be giving Nitro? I'll be giving it a perfect 10 out of 10. This is my 4th favorite coaster I've ever ridden. I love it. It's my favorite hyper. I think it's very underrated because everybody just thinks of various other BM hypers as being better, and this one's just kind of old and it's rough and just doesn't stand as well as the other ones. But I think this one is spectacular with great length, tons of elements, tons and tons of airtime. You're out of your seat so much during this ride, and literally I've ridden it over 8 times now, and every time I ride it, I get a great ride. It's never disappointed. This is a spectacular coaster, and I feel like this is always overlooked. So thank you for watching my review of Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure. Comment down below your opinions on this spectacular coaster, and also comment if you want to see me do any other coaster reviews soon. Thank you for watching. See you guys later from the Coaster Craze. Bye.